everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter statistics. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well, right? Okay, here I am on grade 6 math. The chapter we are on right now is statistics. So let's just start with the first lesson, that is identify representative random and biased samples. Let's just start with the lesson, right? Okay, the first example is Nick surveyed the 492 employees at the company with over a decade of experience. Is this a random sample of the employees at the company? So, which is the correct option? No, this isn't a random sample because these 492 employees are the one who worked in the company over a decade of experience, right? That means they are different from the other employees. So that is a biased sample. Got it? This is not a random sample. This is a biased sample because they are unique than other. Got it? So let's just start with the test questions. The questions in the tutorial are already solved. You can have a look on them later today, right? Okay. The first one is Ron surveyed the two shoppers who spent the most at his boutique last month. Is this is this a random sample of the shoppers at the boutique? So which is the correct option? Yes or no? The correct option is no. This is not a random sample. Why? Because these are the two shoppers who spent the most at his boutique, right? That means they are different from the other shoppers. So they are the biased sample, right? The correct option is no, this is not random. This is the biased sample. Christophe sent an email to everyone planning to attend a Nelson family reunion and gave them the chance to vote on the reunion location. Seven of them took the time to email back with their votes. Is this sample of the people to attend the reunion likely to be representative? So, which is the correct option? So, the correct option is no. Why? Because only seven of them email back, right? Seven of them email back with their votes. So, that the people who took the time to vote might not be similar to the other people who didn't, right? So that means this is the biased sample. The correct option is no. This is not the random sample. This is not the representative data. This is the biased data. Nick surveyed the 492 employees at the company with over a decade of experience. Is this a random sample? That's the one we did on the tutorial. So, which is the correct option? The correct option is no, this isn't a random sample, this is the biased sample because 492 employees are different than the other employees. So the correct option is no. The next one is the librarian interviewed the 379 patrons who spent the most time at the library last year. Is this sample of the library patrons likely to be biased? So, which is the correct option? That is the biased sample, right? Because these are the 379 patrons who spent the most of the time at the library. They are the one that are different from the other. They are the special group. They are the one who spent most of the time in the library, right? So they are the biased sample. The correct option is no, they are the biased sample. Basically, you have to identify if they are the random samples representative or biased samples, right? Random sample means you randomly, like you have uh, a pack of cards, right? You draw the cards and you pick four cards. You don't know what are like they do. These cards don't have any special things. They are just randomly you selected. The other sample is representative, because they spent most of the time in the library. They are different from the other. So like if you spent the special cards like Queen, Jack, and I forgot the rest of the special cards name. Queen and Jack, I think they are the representative data because they are different than others. The correct option is yes, this is the biased sample. Jack pulled 12 struggling skaters at an ice rink. Is this a random sample of the skaters at the rink? The correct option is no. Which skaters he selected? The one that are struggling skaters. They are different from the other skaters. They are the one who are struggling. The correct option is no, they are not the random sample. Got it? The correct option is no, they are not the random sample. They are biased samples because they are struggling. Okay, the next one is Andrew threw a handful of photos in the air, then collected 17 photos that landed on the rug. Is this a random sample? Yes, this is a random sample, right? Because you randomly got 17 photos. You don't know these photos of what kind, not any special. These are the random samples. The correct option is random sample. It is. Yes, it is random sample. Why no? You just have 17 photos in on the rug. Rest of them, they are just the photos, handful of photos, not any specific photos, right? Not they all do not landed on the rug. Only 17 of them landed on the rug. The correct option is yes, this is a random sample. Sheng pooled 342 people throughout each city. In his country, each city is the same size. Is the sample of the residents of city in the country likely to be representative? Yes, they are the representative because these are the 342 people from each city in the country, and each city is the same size, right? So the correct option is yes, it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is calculate mean, median, mode, and range. So let's just start with the next lesson. The first one is what is mean, right? You have for the mean what you have to do, just recall them. For the mean, you have to add them all. 3 plus 9. This is already solved. Why I am solving? You have to add all the numbers 3 plus 9 plus 9 plus 8 plus 9 plus 4. So their sum is 42, right? You need to simply add all the numbers. The sum is 42. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in number. You have to divide 42 by 6, right? And 42 divided by 6 is 7. 6 times 7 is 42. 7 is the mean. So what you have to do when you need to calculate the mean? When you need to calculate the mean, you need to add all the numbers and num divide by the number of numbers in the group, right? So they are 6 in number, you need to divide them by 6, right? Let's just start with the practice questions. You can have a look on the tutorial one by yourself. Okay, Halle writes articles for Women's Health magazine. She has written 5 articles this year with these lengths. They are 8, 9, 9, 9, and 9. You need to calculate what was the mod of the article's length. You need to calculate, you need to find the mod, right? So what is the mod value? Mod is the value that appears the most of the time in the given data. You can see you have 8 here. Only one time 8 in the given data. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times you have 9, right? So 9 is the number that appears most of the time in the given data. So 9 is the mod. The correct option is 9. Got it? What is the median? Okay, when you have to calculate the median, what we have to do, first thing is you need to arrange the numbers from least to greatest. Then you have to find the middle number. Middle number means the number that is exactly at the middle, right before the median. You have equal numbers, and right after the median you have like two numbers here and two number here. So median is the number that divides the data into two equal groups, right? And the numbers right before the numbers right that are right before the median are less than median, and the numbers that are after the median, they are greater than the median. Got it? So the correct option is 4. 4 is the median. What is the range? So range is the difference of the highest, like greatest, and the smallest number in the given data. Range is the difference between the greatest and the smallest number in the given data, right? The greatest number in the data is 9. That is the greatest number in the given data, right? And the smallest number is 1. So range is the difference between the greatest number and the smallest number. So that would be 9 minus 1 is 8. The correct option is 8, right? 8 it is. What is the mod? Which is the correct option? The mod value is 2 is the mod value. The correct option is 2 because 2 is the number that appears the most of the time in the given data. So 2 is the mod. A meteorologist recorded the wind speed every day at noon for 5 days. Michael, what's wrong with you? For 6 days and recorded speeds of 6, 9, 9, 4, 9, and 7. So, what was the range of the wind speeds? Which is the correct option? Matthew and Michael, stop spamming. Otherwise, I'm going to block you too. What was the range? Range is the difference between the greatest and the smallest number. So, which is the correct option? The greatest number is 9. The smallest number is 4. So, the range is 9 minus 4 that equals 5. So, the correct option is 5. Got it? 5 is the range. Steady rain, a lemonade stand 5 times last summer. The number of lemons needed depended on the number of customers each time. 4, 3, 3, 7, 5, 3. What was the median number of the lemons used? Right? So for the medians, you need to arrange the data from least to greatest. So they are 3, 3, 4, 5, 7. Now you have to find the median. Which is the median? Median is the number that divides the whole data into two exactly same groups. Which is the median? 4 is the median. Right before 4 you have two numbers, right after 4 you have two numbers. So the correct option is 4, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is mean, median, mode, and range. Find the missing number. Okay, let's just start with the first test questions. You can have a look on the tutorial one by yourself. They are already solved. Okay, let's start with the first example. Brooke has the following data. They are 12, G, 3, 1, and 9. If the mod is 9, what number could G be? You need to find the number G. Also, you are given the mod of the data is 9. Mod is which number? Mod is the number that appears most of the time in the data. So you can see 9 is only once here, right? That means 9, how why? How 1? Now you have to explain how 1. Why G is 1? 9 it is. Mod is 9. Mod means the number that appears the most of the time in the data, but 9 is only once. That means G must be 9 because mod is 9, right? In the question, you are given the mod is 9. Mod is the number that appears most of the time in the given data, but you have 9 only once. That means G must be 9 because mod is 9. right? The correct option is 9. Paul has the think and then answer. Paul has the following data. If the mean is 12, what number could we be? You are given the mean is 12, right? You have to find the v. Let's suppose if v is 20, right? We'll just check if v is 20, what is the mean? For the mean, what you have to do, you have to add up all the numbers, and they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in number. You have to divide it by the 6. Answer must be 12 because you are given the mean is 12, right? Let me check. Let me just add them all. 20 plus 14 plus 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 18. That is, sorry, 18. That is 72. And 72 divided by 6 is 12. That means the V missing number V must be 20. Got it? That means the missing number V must be 20 because you are given the mean is 12, right? If you add these numbers, if you replace V by 20 and add them all, divide them by the 6, the answer is 12. So the mean value is, so the V is 20. Correct option is 20. You have to use the given information, right? The given information is very helpful for you. You have to use this information. Brandy has the following data: 16, 3D, 7L, 19. If the median is 16, what number could D be? Median is 16, right? That means the middle number is 16. Right before the median, you have all the numbers that are less than 16. So they are 3 and 7. And right after the median, you have all the numbers that must be greater than 16, right? You have only one number here. That means the other must be D, right? So D must be greater or equal to 16, right? So you have only one number that is greater than 16. That must be 19. Got it? The correct option is 19 it is. Just a bit logically. You have to think logically and then answer the questions, right? That is 19. Option 1 is the correct option. Camel has the following data. What is the if the range is 11? Which number could T be? Which is the correct option? T must be 20 because it doesn't matter if it's 19 or 20, right? It could be either 19 or either 20. It doesn't matter because you can see here the range is 11, right? The greatest number is 20 and the smallest is 9. So 20 minus 9 is already 11. So if it is 20, it's okay. If it is 19, it's okay, right? It must be 19 or 20. The correct option is you can select any, both are the correct. I'm going to select 20. But why 19? You already have 20 minus 9. Oh, the other one is 2, not 20, right? You have a mistake over here. The second number is 2. not 20, right? This is 2, not 20, right? In this case, the correct option is 19 because you are given the range is 11. And range is the difference between the greatest and smallest number. The greatest number is 20, the smallest is 9. If you replace t by 2, then the range would be 2 minus 20 minus 2, that would be 18, right? So that means the t must be 19. And here is a mistake, that isn't 20, that is 2. The correct option is 2019 is the correct option. Matthew has the following data. If the median is 19, which number could y be? So which is y, which number is y? The correct option is 19 it is, but I think here again in this question you have a mistake. Because let's see, again this question, here you have a mistake, right? It is 1. Y equals 1. You can see here the option y equals 1, right? If you replace the 1, not 19, then in this case the median is 16, right? So the correct option is 20 is the correct option. There is a mistake with the options here, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Matthew, what's wrong with you? You are here to learn, so focus on the learning, not to chit chat. The next lesson is calculate mean absolute deviation. Let's just start with the lesson. Let's just start with the next lesson, that is calculate mean absolute deviation. Let's just start with the first example. In the dataset below, what is the mean absolute deviation? You are given the numbers 1, 1, 2, 8, and 3. So you need to calculate the mean absolute deviation. The first thing you have to do is you need to calculate the mean, right? For the mean, you have to add them all and divide by the 5 because they are 5 in number. You have to do 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 8 plus 3 divided by 5. Evangeline, who is mean? You have to divide 15 divided by 3. 15 divided by 5 is 3. That means the mean is 3, right? You have to calculate the mean absolute deviation. The second thing you have to do is you have to subtract all these given numbers from the mean and you have to calculate their absolute values, right? Absolute value means no negative values are allowed. right? All the ones you subtract, they all must be positive. You have to add all the values and divide by the 5. That would be the mean absolute deviation. Let's just start with the practice questions. You can have a look on them, they are already solved. So I'm going to start with the practice questions. In the data set below, what is the mean absolute deviation? The first thing is you need to calculate the mean, right? For the mean, you have to add them all. 1 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6, right? They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in number. You have to divide the sum by 6, right? That is 1 plus 6, 1 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 4 plus 6. The sum of all the values is 30, and 30 divided by 6 is 5, right? So the mean is 5. Now the second thing is you have to subtract all the values in the data set from the mean. You have to do starting from the first number, 1 minus 5, then 5 minus 5, 6 minus 5, 8 minus 5, 4 minus 5, 6 minus 5, right? So 1 minus 5 is negative 4, but that is an absolute value. Absolute value means all the values are positive. 1 minus 5 is 4, 5 minus 5 0, 6 minus 5 1, 8 minus 5 3, 4 minus 5 1, and 6 minus 5 1. Just add them all, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and divide by the 6 because they are 6 in number. So 10 divided by 6 is 1.7. It is the correct option is 1.7. So the mean absolute deviation is 1.7. The correct option is 1.7. Option number 1 is the correct option, that would be 1.7. In the data set below, what is the mean absolute deviation? The first thing is you need to calculate the mean. Simply add all the numbers. Let me just add them. 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 7 plus 1 plus 5 plus 8. 5, 7, 9, that is 42. The sum of all the numbers is 42. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in number. So 42 divided by 7 is 6. The correct option is 6, right? Now you have to do 6 minus 5 plus 7 minus 6 plus 9 minus 6 plus 7 minus 6 plus 1 minus 6 plus 5 minus 6 plus 8 minus 6, right? So 6 minus 5 is 1, 7 minus 6 is 1, 9 minus 6 is 3, 7 minus 6 is 1, 1 minus 6 is 5, 5 minus 6 is 1, and 8 minus 6 is 2. So just calculate the sum and divide it by the 6. 2 plus 1 plus, sorry, 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1 plus 2. That is 14, and 14 divided by 6 is 2.0, I think, because you need to round off the number. The correct option is 2.0. You have to round off the answer. The correct option is 2.0. The correct option is 2.0. You have to calculate mean absolute deviation, right? The first thing is you need to calculate mean. How do we calculate mean? We have to add all these numbers, and because they are 7 in number, so you have to divide it by the 7, right? So why I added all these numbers, their sum is 42, and 42 divided by 7 is 6. Which question you can't see? Here is the question and here is the solution. Can you see my screen? The first thing is you need to calculate mean. For the mean, you have to add them all, and they are 7 in number. You have to divide it by the 7, so the mean is 6. The second thing is you have to subtract all these given value 1 from the mean, right? And you have to calculate their absolute values. Absolute value means no negative values. The result must be positive. So 5 minus 6, 7 minus 6, 9 minus 6, 7 minus 6, you can see all values are positive, right? Because you need to calculate their absolute values. Their sum is 14. Again, you have to divide because they are 7 in numbers, you have to divide it by the 7. So 14 divided by 7 is 2. So the mean absolute deviation is 2. Got it? The correct option is 2. Okay, let's just do one more. First thing is you need to calculate the mean. Just add them all and divide by the, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in number, you have to divide it by the 5. 7 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. Divide by the 5, right? 7 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. That means 9. The sum is 19, and 19 divided by 5 is 2.4, right? That is the 2.4 is the mean, right? Now I'm going to subtract from these values one by one. Okay, 7 minus 2.4 is 4.6, right? I'm going to just write answer after subtraction. 1 minus 2.4 is 1.4. 3 minus 2.4 is 0.6. 5 minus 2.4 is 2.6, and 3 minus 2.4 is 0.6. Just add them all and divide by the 5. That is 4.6 plus 1.4 plus 0.6 plus 2.6 plus 0.6, that is 9.8 divided by 5. So 9.8 divided by 5 is 1.8. The correct option is 1.8, right? Okay, Via, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Okay, you can complete the, we were working on grade 6 math. The chapter we were working on is statistics. The lessons we have covered today are identify representative random and biased samples, calculate mean, median, mode and range, mean, median, mode and range, find the missing number, calculate mean absolute deviation. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that will be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. Sadly, some of you don't know how to behave with teachers. Throughout my student life, I know the one who didn't respect their teachers, they don't succeed. I am not your personal employee here, so please behave yourself. That's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.